Okay, next assignment. Yeah, this is the assignment. We are creating a realistic candle. Okay, so this is the candle without copying or editing, not cut and paste. We have to recreate the whole candle as it is, right? So with these assignments, we learn how to use pen tool properly, okay, tracing outlines and blending colors using dodge tool, burn tool, and effects, glowing effects. So these are the things we learn from this assignment. Okay, let us do this one. So right click on that, open with Adobe Photoshop. Yes, this is the candle, right? So first, what we have to do, improve the colors or more better. So from image menu, adjustments, and I'm using brightness and contrast. Okay, so I don't want brightness, it's already, it has some brightness. I want some contrast. Okay, let us say 3, and again from adjustments, here I'm using color balance. Just a bit, I'll add the warmness, reddish warmness. 5, say OK. Yeah, this is my image. Now first take the duplicate of this file, not the layer, duplicate of this file. So how to do that? From image, there is a duplicate, click here and give the name candle, say OK. Okay, created a candle. So this is the candle and this is the first one, original one, right? So detach this by dragging this one, detach this one. You can reduce this size, otherwise pick here. The first thing what you have to do, you have to trace this whole candle. Okay, for that, this is the layer. I'm creating one new layer here. It should be on bottom down. Here we have to add white color. So how to fill the foreground color? I'm using Alt backspace. Okay, and lock this one and come to this candle layer, and from the layer panel here right side showing opacity, reduce this opacity to 50 or whatever the number you give, and lock this one. Okay, take the new layer. So here what we do, one by one trace this. Okay, so this is the stage or otherwise stand, base, and this is the candle, and here yellow flame, orange flame, and this thread and this glow. Okay, all separately you have to trace. Here I'm using pen tool, the shortcut is P, pen tool. Okay, you can choose path or shape, but here I'm using shape. Okay, so black line I'm using. Okay, first, so to the anchor point and trace this one. So I'm tracing this portion. So don't want fill color, of the fill color, and here I'm using Alt, click on that pointer so that you will get a fresh point there. Okay, yes, so continuously trace this portion. Anchor points I'm adding. Okay, yes, continuously I'll trace. Okay, so give the name here standard, lock this one and create another layer. Now take this candle portion to here, click one anchor point, right, okay. From there to here I'm using shift so that you will get straight a line. But here it has some round bottom, not exact straight. And again here I'm using Alt, get the straight, so use shift, and here some curviness is there. Okay, using pen tool is very important. So with this assignment we are learning more properly how to use pen tool. Okay, yeah, this is candle name, and lock this one and create another layer. Now I'm using pen tool for this yellow flame from here to here, here to here. I'm using pen tool again. Okay. And from here to here again. Connect this and form a shape. Right? And that's it. And now give the name yellow flame. Yellow flame. Okay, and duplicate this yellow flame for orange flame. I'm using orange flame, so Control T a little bit here and decrease the size. Yes, now take the duplicate, so Control J to get the layer, duplicate layer here. Okay, and use Control T and enlarge this shape so that you will get another duplicate for orange frame. Okay, give the name here orange flame. Orange flame. Okay, lock this one and lock yellow also, that's good. And here there is rounded glow is there. For that I'm taking one more layer, now I'm using ellipse tool. I'm using shift to get the round, proper round, okay, and move this to center. Yeah, center. Yes, that's it, and give the name here, glow, and lock this one. And here you have some thread. So above the orange flame, here one more layer I'm creating, and I'm using pen tool, and there is a thread inside. Okay, yeah, close this one. So, yeah, close this one. Okay, give the name thread. Okay, lock this one also. Okay, now first fill the colors one by one. So here this is my reference one, keep this here. See, the background is in dark, then only the candle visibility, the proper visibility we get. So for that, what we do, fill some dark background instead of white. Okay, so I'm using foreground color, and with eyedropper tool take this color. Suppose the shade, this is the shade, darkest portion. Yes, say okay. In the same color I'm using alt backspace, and lock this one. Okay, this is the original one, and our pen tool lines are there inside. Okay, let us check one by one. First fill the colors for the stand. Okay, stand, take the pen tool, okay, this is stand. Now from fill and stroke, use fill. Okay, and take this color, and suppose this is the color I'm using. Suppose it is, yeah, shade, red shade. Okay, say okay. Filled with that black color, and remove the outline. Outline is not required. It's gone. Okay, and we have to use some blurriness. So here it is in very sharp shape. So use some blurriness here. So here I'm using filter. From filter there is a blur. Use Gaussian blur. Okay, here it is asking the shape layer must be rasterized or converted to a smart object before proceeding. If rasterized, it will no longer to be editable as a shape, right? So better to convert this rasterize. So already I explained about the smart objects, right? So when you use these smart objects, shape layer can be editable later. If you rasterize now, the shape layer cannot be edited, right? So for that, use a rasterize option. A rasterize. Yes, your layer convert into raster. Now your stand is looking very blur, very blur. So use less blur. Yeah, 0 point, so point, suppose 1 I'm using, 2.2 I'm using. Say okay. Yeah, this is the blurriness, and lock this one. And now use candle layer, click on the candle layer. Okay, click on the candle layer, and again click on the pen tool and come to options bar, fill option, because it has some gradient colors in candle. Suppose if you observe here, the colors are very gradient colors, not the plain colors. Yes, so fill, not plain actually, the gradient color, right? Click here again, and instead of this white, choose this yellow, and the other side, and choose this reddish color, and here to here between some lemon yellow is there, so here you can create one more box here and use this yellow. That's it. Okay, say okay, and remove the outline removed, and now see. Yeah, now see. So there some patches and some highlights, glows are there. Here some glow is there, some yellow highlight and a shade, yellow shade, and again here glow, and here glow, and here some yellow shade is there, right? Because of the light is reaching some areas, focusing, highlighting some areas, we have to recreate all those, right? So what you do first, give some blurriness. So go to filter, blur and Gaussian blur, and take rasterize, and here use some blurriness. Yeah, 0.3 I'm giving here. Save okay. Yeah, blurriness add. We have to take this yellow color and apply here. Okay, what you do, press Control and keyboard, press Control and keyboard, and click in this box. See my cursor here, click. So your object is selected now. Use eyedropper tool. So this is the eyedropper tool, the shortcut is I. Okay, with the eyedropper tool, take this color, this yellow color, added here, and use the brush tool, B brush tool. So take the soft round, and suppose opacity I'm using here 50 and flow is in 100. My brush, increase the brush size. So here it is. Yes, give same patch like. So here I'm using brush and touching that edge. Okay, right. Then again here some yellow color is there, right? To get that one, decrease the opacity of this one, and I'm using shift, draw a brush stroke to down. Okay, so this is, and I'm using control Z, less color I want here. Okay, then what you have to do, here what you have to do, you have to remove some yellow portion, because it's look like a straight patch. So here it is blending with the background, I mean candle color, right? So same thing we are also trying here. So to remove that yellow color, okay, I'll use actually what we did, this patch actually better to do in a separate layer, right? So this yellow patch added into this yellow candle. So instead of that, we have to use this in a separate layer. So that I'm using control Z, remove this one, yes, lock this one, take the new layer here, and I'm using control and keyboard and click here. So selected and come to new layer, and with the shift use this color up to here. That's it. Now what we do, beside FX there is a mask button, layer mask, click on that. So mask is added, your foreground and background colors convert into black and white. Increase the brush size and apply on that, so that it is masking. So unwanted, unnecessary areas we are covering, so that it is naturally applying on that candle. Okay. That's it. Then lock this one. Now there is some orangey color is there. So for that, select this one. Actually, I take this color, and I'm using a brush tool, and down the opacity, give this color. Yes, that's it. Okay, then zoom this one, reduce the brush size, and here I want the red shade, like, right? So decrease the brush, and I'm using shift and applying bottom to top, bottom to top. Yes, this is. I'll take more orange. Yes. Yeah. The line, the red shade is added. The edge, it is in yellow. Okay, the shiny yellow. To get more shininess, what I'll do, come to candle, and by control click here, and unlock this one, and I'm using a dodge tool. So with the dodge tool, what we do, we'll get the more whiteness. So dodge tool will create improve highlights. Okay, and check the exposure also. Here I'm giving less exposure, so let us say 10 I'm giving. Okay, and I'm using shift and apply that edge. Okay, okay, and the bottom also, here can apply the same. All right, in the here this side it has some yellowness. Take the eyedropper tool here, come to this layer, and I'm using B brush and using shift. Yes, okay, that's it. Right, Control D, deselect. So this is nice, right? And then what you do, there is a some kind of a shadow is there, right? So same thing here also we create. Control press on keyboard and select this layer, and here I'm using burn tool. So burn tool will create improve shadows. Suppose this I have to create. So here I'm using shift and apply this one. Here actually, yeah. Yes. Okay, so I'm adding little bit of black with the brush, right? So here it is. That's it. Here I'll add again some mask to decrease that. Okay, yeah, this is enough. That's it. Yes. So here I'm matching some red color here. Okay, now Control S. So it's better to save. I'm saving on the desktop. Candle, save. And Control D, deselect. Now see, this is very nice, right? It is shining. So lock this one, and now open the yellow flame, unlock that one. Okay, come to pen tool here, choose the fill and gradient color, click here. Suppose here the flame color to focus. This is, yes. Okay, so I'm taking this color, so bit of yellowish, and for the bottom I'm taking this one. Yeah, this one, and between these two here I want some lemon yellow, whitish lemon yellow here. So click here and take this one. This is nice, and say OK, and remove the outline. And give some blurriness. Go to filters, blur, and apply Gaussian blur and rasterize. Yeah, suppose this is, I'm using 2 for time being. Say OK. Okay, lock this one. Now select the orange flame. Okay, select the pen tool and same fill and gradient color. Choose the color. Suppose it's a red one. This bottom one, yeah, this is the color I'm taking. Yeah, say OK, and remove the outline. Okay, and drag this layer to down. Okay, and change the blurriness here. Filters, blur, add Gaussian blur and rasterize. Okay, yeah, this is nice. And here I'm taking 2, and I want to reduce this yellow flame height, right? Select the yellow flame and Control T, transform tool, and down this. Yeah, this is nice, and say OK. And lock the orange flame and yellow flame. Now let us create the thread. This is the thread. Unlock this one. Click on the pen tool. Again same. Go to fill and suppose gradient color, and with the eyedropper tool take this color, the red one. In the bottom almost it is black, and you can change to more black. Yes, okay, and take the outline, remove. This is nice, but here it should be in blur. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur, rasterize, reduce this one. Let us say 0.3 or 4. I'll give 0.4. Say OK. Good. But here some dullness is there here. To create that one, what I'll do, I'm adding masking to this thread layer. So beside FX there is a mask button, layer mask. Click on that, mask editor, and foreground and background convert into black and white, and take the brush tool B Okay, and you can apply on that so that it is gradually mixing, blending into that. Okay, this is nice. And take the eyedropper tool here. Some redness is there, some redness. Here it is. Take the new layer here. I'm taking this redness. I'm using B brush tool and reduce the size with the opacity of 23 or less than that, and I'm using the same kind of color here. Okay, that's it. And lock this one, and here if you want you can use the mode, blend mode. Here I'm using multiply. Yeah, multiply is good. Okay, and lock this one, and on the glow layer and open, unlock this one. Okay, and use this ellipse tool and come to fill, come to fill, come to fill, and suppose this around that there is a yellow. I'll take this yellow, or this yellow. Yeah, I'll take this yellow, this, yeah. Then remove the stroke. Okay, and it should be down below to yellow and orange here, and compulsory we have to use blur, Gaussian blur, and rasterize, and increase the radiousness so that it is blurring more. Okay, suppose 15 I'm giving, 15, save. Okay, okay, and I'm using layer a blend here instead of normal. I'm using this blend. Yeah, I think this is good. Hard light. Yeah, hard light is looking good. Yeah, I'm taking this hard light. Okay, hard light. Fantastic, right? So next, here there is a background. So instead of this background, we create our own background here, right? So how to do that? Above the background, this BZ layer, this is BZ, dark BZ. Over on that, create a new layer. So here, what I'll do, I'll take this ellipse marquee tool and I'll draw the ellipse here. This is the ellipse. Okay, and I'll fill color. Suppose move this ellipse to bit inside, let us fill color inside, right? So here this case, to fill color here, so I'm choosing this gradient tool. Okay, so open the gradient editor here with eyedropper tool, take this color, this yellowish orange kind of thing. The other side I'll use the reddish one. Suppose this is the shade I want, so more oranges. Yes, this I want. Okay, and say okay. Then this is also okay. Now here I'm using linear gradient, right? So drag this and choose. Yeah, because it is actually the color from yellow to orange should spread instead of linear, right? So instead of linear, I'm taking this one, radial gradient. So Control Z here, from there to here I'm using. Yeah, but a reverse I want, not dark to lighter, light to dark, because around the candle the light should be very close to that candle, and slowly it can be a darker, right? So for that, in options bar there is an option reverse. See my cursor here, reverse. Yeah, try 2-3 times, then you'll get, yeah, this is, otherwise I'll go with this. Yeah, this is. Now Control D, deselect, and what you'll do, use the filter and blur and Gaussian blur, okay, and increase this, the blurriness. Suppose here I'm using 50, and say okay. Now move this down or up according to your requirement. I'm moving down arrow so that around the candle light is falling on the floor closer to the candle. There is a bright light, slowly it is becoming to a darker and mixing with the background darkness, right? So Control T I'm using, and if you want, place this here and decrease this one. Here it is. If you want, move it upwards. That's it. Say okay and close this one. Okay, and this is the candle recreation assignment. Okay, so I'll save this one, file, save as candle recreation, candle recreation, desktop, save, and save a copy. This is now in JPEG, okay, and desktop, save, okay. Let us see this one. And from that reference, let's check this one. Now see, this is the original one. We created this one, right? So looking nice. Yeah, for today this is the assignment. You also have to practice, then we'll understand, right? I'll explain another class. Thank you.